Good morning, all. Hope you're all well this morning. It's a moment you've all been waiting for. On the edge of your seat all week, I bet you've been up since 6 o'clock this morning thinking, come on, Mark, get that video out. I want to see where the average is. Or couldn't you be bothered? Well, let's have a look. So we had 9 crosses in. Well, the judges usually 8, so 9 is fine, gives us a good sort of average. And what an interesting spread. Let's draw some lines straight away from this player on the on a right here. Let's go up through further to the left. Oh, look at that! Those two are on the same line there, but big difference in distance there. Up to there. See, that's quite a big spread on the height there. That's probably 1,000 pixels or so there, or a couple of thousand pixels. Let's have a look at this other fella and go across there and up to the top. There, that's another big spread, isn't it? Although, if you look along this section here, this bottom section, these 8, and exclude that top one for a second, there's a much narrower band. Well, in fact, the band is half as wide as it currently is, just going up that section, so that's promising. My one is down the bottom. I think it's the most bottom one. Yes, it is. It's the bottom one there in the middle, or bottom left, if you like. That's what I went on Tuesday. Now I got a look this morning. I've tried lining up with the eyes of this fella to have another look again, and bearing in mind, of course, that the ball is closer to us than the players because he's not looking directly to his right. He's looking at sort of about a 45-degree angle. And this fella isn't looking particularly high. So I'm being wary. Now, of course, I still think it's down in the lower half down here. However, where I think it is irrelevant. If we imagine that you guys are doing what the judges would do, then many of you have gone a lot higher. So I've got to take that into consideration, that if the judges go higher, it's going to pull the average up a bit. So I'll probably move mine. If that's the case, as much as I think I'm sort of could be in the right area there, if the judges are going to go higher up here, then I think I'm going to need to move mine, definitely move mine up a bit, but I want to stay along that sort of, that line along there, where all the other 8, well, there's 8 crosses in along there. So I'm going to leave that one in up the top there, because we see this every week. There's always a couple of the judges will go further out than where we would think it would be. And if there's 2 should go up there, then they'll leave them in. So that's a valid cross. So let's have a look at the average. Actually, I've already looked at the average. It's 2129.1173. Bear with me while I get rid of these crosses and put some white ones in right through the average so we can see where it is. We can already roughly see where it is. It's going to be in that gap, isn't it, above that third one from the bottom. So, right, hang on 2 secs. Right, so there's that's where our average is there, roughly 2129.1173. I have to say, for me personally, I think it's too high. I mean, it's an average. It can't be too high. It can't be incorrect. It's the average of the 9 crosses that are on there. It's it's just it's not an opinion. It's not a choice. It's just the average as it works out. I personally think it should be lower than that. So I'm going to go lower than that. I think possibly nearer that. You can see the 2 at the bottom. There's 1 above it on its own. I think that's nearer to where I'm going to go, I think. So mine is going to go up from where I am there at the bottom. And I'm going to creep up a bit towards that, the next one above me. I'm not going to go as high as that, even though perhaps I should. Because, the judges might well follow our pattern and put a bunch of crosses much higher up. I just... I can't see it myself, but I'm going to use that average as a guideline, and I'm going to go. In fact, if I go to that one above me, then I'm probably halfway between what I am now and halfway between me and the average. So yeah, so mine is gonna creep up quite a bit higher, probably about 100 pixels higher than it is. Yeah, around that area. So there we are. So let's have a quick look at Revcomps. So what have I got on Thursday? No, Monday's draw. I've done 3 this week for Monday. Oh, well, I remember. I don't know if you watched Thursday's draw, but there was I had a ticket on the Porsche, or it had a £140,000 cash alternative. I didn't win it. The guy that won it had bought 1 ticket. Now, I don't know why that always makes me smile. I think it's because we always like the underdog in the movies. So if it was a choice between the guy that had bought 10 tickets and the guy that bought 1 ticket, we're all going to be rooting for the guy that bought 1 ticket. Well, that's exactly what happened. Because they did say, oh, 1 ticket winner. He'd only bought 1 ticket. I thought that was brilliant. Made my night, that did. How little things please us. Even though I didn't win it. So for Monday's draw, I didn't bother with this Land Rover or the Transit. But I did have one on this. Well, I have got one on this, because it's a 55k cash alternative, and I was definitely, as you know, going for the Puma. This is the Puma ST with the 1.5 EcoBoost engine. The new Pumas you buy now, if you go on the configurator for Fords, the new Pumas have got the 1 litre engine. It's still highly tuned, but the older Pumas, say older, so 2021, still had the wee 1.5. I think it's about 200 brake horsepower. So this should be a good laugh. And I like the look of this too. This Mercedes CLA 220D. It's a 4-wheel drive. I wasn't really interested at first, but when I got the pictures up and had a look at it, I thought, oh, that's quite nice, that. And it was lowish odds, so it was 5,000 tickets. I thought, yeah, go on, have one on there as well. Go on, Matt, spend your money, tight kid. That was it. I didn't get one on the camper, but then they added some more then for next Thursday's draw. The only thing I fancied on here, I gotta say, was because of the low odds, the 5,000 tickets, was this BMW. It's a 2 litre diesel, £4.5 a ticket. I thought, yeah, go on, just to be in the draw, I'll have one on there. I like the look of this Aston. 699 tickets, that's all they're selling, but the tickets are £170 each, and that's with the 10% off at the moment, so that's probably going to be about £185 a ticket, something like that, when it goes up. But it's 15% sold so far, and probably will sell out. They usually do. Was it the Porsche on Thursday? I think they had to draw the numbers something like 4 or 5 times, because they kept coming up. There was a lot of unsold tickets, so they kept coming up with no tickets every time they did a draw. They had to do it about 4 or 5 times. Audi RS6 or 70,000. Now, weirdly, so far, I haven't done that. I usually go for the ones with cash alternative, but I haven't so far. Maybe because the almost £12 a ticket put me off a bit. I do like this Hyundai Tucson as well, mine, but a bit big for me. So I don't know what I'd do with it if I won it, so I haven't bothered playing with it. Auto draws, there's not many on there at the moment. That appeared out of nowhere, so I think that was in the in the cheap tickets that are usually on the checkout page. So I did grab one on there. I already had one on this Golf R, because these two end today. So there's still hope for today. I'm in for these 2 cars, and the Thunderball and the Lotto. And while I was at it, I got one on this Kia Sportage as well. Didn't bother with this Fiat 500 Dolce Vita. When is that? That's Tuesday, same time as that. So neither did I bother with the motorbike or the digger. They're doing another digger. People like this sort of thing. So that's it from me. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can say about that. Anything else I wanted to bring up? No, I don't think there is. So there we are. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Have a good time. Look after yourselves. And good luck for Tuesday. Hope Christian comes knocking your door. Well, my door. And if I'm not in, your door. Cheers all.